Welcome to another episode of Ladies Night Radio Show. I'm your host, Mysterious Jax, and we are coming to you live from the Good News Studio. Oh my God. Happy Friday, my loves. Happy Friday. Thank you, Maria, for having me super loud on the headphones. I love it. We're in the studio here in LA, California. We're coming to you live. I'm so happy. I love being in the studio. Can you turn my headphones down just a little bit? There you go. So happy Friday. Feliz Viernes. We're here in the studio coming to you and bringing you some fresh new content. We're having fun. I got my crazy Maria up in the studio running the board. What's up, Maria?
Hey, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy Friday.
You're going to have to pull that mic closer to you.
Okay. Finally, I got to get a little louder.
Wow. Anyways, I don't know if you know what day we are on quarantine, Maria, but I am on day 64. I'm counting wow. These days. It's pretty much, I was listening to somebody, I forgot who it was. I don't know if it was Big Boy, but he was talking about how he was talking to his wife and she hates when he says this is the new norm. Like, she doesn't like when this is the new norm. She doesn't like that. And he's trying to explain to her, like, you have to understand this is the new norm. Like, anytime we go anywhere right now, we have to wear masks, sanitize. Like, this is the new norm. 6 feet away from each other, washing our hands after, you cough or whatever not. And she's just like, this is not the new norm. And he's like, look, listen, let me try to explain this to you. Do you remember, because I don't remember this. I didn't travel back then before really 9/11. But before 9/11, there was really no TSA. You didn't have to wait in line. You didn't have to take your shoes off. He said you could walk into the airport with a gallon of water. There was like so many things that you could do. You could actually, I didn't know this, but I know this because of the movies, but I don't know this because I never experienced this, but you could go greet people at the airport, like getting off the plane. You could meet them while they're coming off the plane with flowers and like, hey, you're home. Or you could walk them all the way to the plane. Obviously, now we can't do that. So that all changed after 9/11. Mm-hmm. So that's a new norm. And a lot of people, that's their norm because that's what they're born into. That's how when I started traveling, that's when it was. Because I didn't travel before 9/11, not through airplanes. No. So this is the new norm, 6 feet away in the markets, wearing masks, wiping down your carts, waiting, to get in line certain places. But this is the new norm, you guys. So start just accepting it. Just accept it. I know that you, Maria, every time we go somewhere to a store, she just gets off the car without a mask every single time.
Never fails.
And she's like, oh shit, I forgot my mask. I can never get used to it. And I say, you're going to have to. This is the new norm. You're going to have to start wearing your mask. So shout out to my cousin, Irma. She actually handmade a mask and mailed it to me. So it's cute. It has flowers on it. And that's pretty much it. I need one that says the Dodgers on it. I want to get one with Ladies Night. No, not from Irma. Oh. I mean, if she wants to make me one, you got me, I got you. No, but I'm just saying in general, like, I want to have cute masks now with all my outfits. Like, I want a solid red one. I want a solid black one. I want my Rams one. I want a Ladies Night one. I want everything, I want it matched. So today I'm wearing yellow shoes. I wish I had a yellow mask to go with my yellow shoes. That's you know what I mean? So that's going to be it. We're going to be wearing masks for a while.
You're giving me ideas now.
I know. I love. Okay, ladies, we're going to start making our masks, Maria, for Ladies Night. We're going to have yellow ones, pink ones, and we're going to have like lips on them for sure. Don't be stealing our ideas either.
Okay, well, don't bring them out. Don't bring them out. I say you're supposed to keep that to yourself.
Okay, then I won't say what other ideas I had because I have some other ones. I don't know where I saw, but somebody said that they made a mask with like a hole in it for their straw. And I'm like, well, that defeats the purpose of what a mask is. But she was like, yeah, I need to have a hole for my drinks when I have my drinks. I was like, that's funny.
What do you call that when you come around a crowd and just hang out? You're
socializing?
So that's a social one.
Yeah, I guess
a different color one. You're also going to have a social one.
That's true. Well, there has to be a creative way where you still are blocking your face, but you can put like a straw in there somewhere. So it has to be one of those zigzags and stuff comes around. Like, remember the one with the hats and they have the beer cans on the side and they have the straw? Yeah, something like that, but for like your face mask. Oh, that's funny. So anyways, we are, like I said, week 64, but currently the update for LA County is that we'll be stay-at-home quarantine until like August. And this is for LA County. I don't know what city you're tuning in from or what county, I should say, what state. But for LA County, we have to be at stay at home until August. And people are going nuts. I mean, I understand it, but like, it just feels like it's never going to end. It's never going to end. I know people are starting to go back to work and this and that, but we still have to be quarantined until August. How do you feel about that, Maria?
I mean, it doesn't really bother me because I still
Because you still leave your house?
Yeah, I still leave my house. I mean, I'm not out there kicking it, you know.
Lies.
Fiestas isn't open. Shout out to Fiestas and Paco's Tacos, but I still go and, you know.
Shout out to my favorite bartenders. I miss you, Vicky. I miss you, Michelle. I miss you, Miami. Oh my God, that's hilarious. No, for sure. I mean, it is what it is. We'll get used to it. You know, it sucks right now, especially because it's freaking summer right now. Summer is coming up, and you want to be out. You want to be, especially me. I don't have freaking AC in my house. I don't. I have a heater, but I have no AC. I got a fan in my room. That's it, and that's it. That's it. I got windows. I got a fucking door.
And you don't even open your windows.
No, I do open my windows. What I don't do is I don't open the blinds. I keep my blinds closed because I don't want the sun coming in. I feel like if I keep it dark, it'll keep the coolness in. But for sure, I open the windows. I let the breeze come in. And you told me, you said wherever the sun is hitting your house, close the windows, everything there. Everything else, open it. And so I've been doing that. But you know, I need a breeze to come in my house. I miss my friends who have the pools. My parents' pool is currently under construction, so I can't even go there. I just wash my car a lot now. Just stand there with the water hose.
Well, I got some good news for you. I might be done by June.
Really?
Mid-June.
Oh my God! Please.
I got a hold of them. Yep, they were closed for 7 weeks. So
God, please come. I have no AC. I can't even go kick it at freaking like the mall where there's AC. I gotta, you know, I could probably have to kick it at freaking the grocery stores by the produce aisle. Just be there for like an hour.
Have a reason.
Oh, do you remember that show Married with Children?
Yeah.
Remember? Okay, so Al Bundy one time during the summer, because it was so hot, he took his whole family to the store and they set up lawn chairs by the produce. They had fans. They would keep going down the aisles to get drinks, to get like food and snacks. The kids were like,
what do you think they'd do if we would do that?
Oh, they'd kick us out for sure.
Are you sure?
They'd kick you out. Are
Why,
you serious?
'Cause we're colored?
Probably. No, because the neighborhood I live, that's mostly, you know, Latinos and black. But no, they just kick you out because you can't be sitting in no damn lawn chair at the store, Maria.
I don't know.
No.
I mean, if I'm buying something.
Okay, how about this? We go try it. I record you and we post that shit on YouTube.
I like how you're just recording me.
Because you're the one that said that you don't think they're going to kick you out. We're going to try it on you. And you're crazy.
I'd do it. Coming to a store near you.
And crazy enough, Crazy Maria will do it. And I'm going to record it.
In the produce.
Where are you going to be?
I'd have to be somewhere over there by the meat. You know, you kind of hide. Yes. By the
Everybody's by the meat.
Hey.
Put it up a little bit. Oh my God, that's so funny. Oh, that's too funny. Well, if I was there, I'd definitely be kicking it by like the produce for sure, or where like the yogurts are, like the like the milk. Well, the milk's not open, but the one about my house, the yogurt, that section is all open. No, I'm thinking of like where.
No, you know what I'm thinking?
What?
It'd have to be just like a 30-second thing, though. You know,
no, I would make you stay there for 5 minutes.
Oh no,
5 minutes.
This is a bad idea. You know how sometimes the ice goes down in the ice, the big old ice freezer.
You would not get in the freezer, Maria.
I would get in that freezer.
No, you would not.
And I would sit there. That's why I said only 30 seconds.
No, then let's do that at Costco.
Yes, the employees don't ever go into Costco.
Right.
That would be perfect. And
no, but somebody would report you. Somebody would report you.
Not if I have my mask and.
You know how many Karens are up in there?
And you have to be discreet. I bring one of those chairs. You know, one of those chairs that fold out and they're like circle and they're really small.
Oh my God, Maria!
They think I'm waiting for somebody.
I cannot. Oh, we're gonna try this. We're gonna try this, and we'll let you guys know how that goes. Anyways, my week has been good. This is my second week that I just finished. I'm helping take care of my 4-year-old niece, and I'm tutoring her. So our goal is to get my 4-year-old niece, who does not turn 5 until November. We're trying to get her into kindergarten. And we're like practicing her numbers, and I've been posting. If you guys follow me on social media, you follow the videos that I've been posting, and she's so cute. She's a little traviesa, but she's still adorable. Me and her can chill anytime. Like, she's my vibe for sure. We're on the same vibe. But she is really smart, and she's been getting her numbers. But let me tell you a funny story, Maria. So obviously you can tell I haven't had kids a while in like around me in a long time, at least not this age. I've had like teenagers. I've had, I've worked with high school students, middle school students, even elementary kids, but like toddlers, like hanging out with them for a while. No, I'll see them. I'll play with them when I go visit their parents, but no, I can't. So the other day, and I learned this on day one. As soon as you go to the bathroom, you got to lock it. Because every time I go to the bathroom, she doesn't not just knock. She tries to open the door. And I'm like, what is your problem? I was like, I'm peeing. You can't come in here when I'm peeing. I need my privacy. And she just wants to show me anything. Oh, I want to show you this. Or I need you to tie my shoes. Or can I get this? And I'm like, yeah, but you don't have to try to open the door, right? And so the other day, she was watching iPad, some of her ABCs, and I was like, okay, let me go sneak away. I got to use the restroom. And, I was in there for a minute. And so then all of a sudden, I hear her knocking. Thea, I need to use your restroom. I need to pee. I said, okay. And literally, I was in there for like maybe 2 minutes, and she was already knocking on my door. And I was like, okay, I just got in here. Give me some time. She's over here knocking again. So then I heard her leave. She came back this time, like 3 minutes later, and she's like, please open the door. I have to pee. And I was like, okay, give me a minute. I'm almost done. And she was like, please, I have to pee. So I thought she was just trying to like get my attention. No, girl. As soon as I opened the door, she starts like crying, like panting. And she's like, I guess she knew it was coming. And she just started like peeing on herself.
Were you just standing there watching?
I was like, get here. No, I was like, get in here. Get on the toilet. Get on the toilet. So I pulled her. I kind of pushed her a little bit to walk towards the toilet. But she's like kind of like holding
every
her
movement
is making her pee.
Yeah.
So I have a rug in my bathroom, and she was just peeing all over the rug. And then by the time she put her pants down and sat on the toilet, like she was done. And I was like, oh my God. So I just like let her pee the rest of it. And then I went to go get a t-shirt because I already knew I'm going to wash her clothes because I have a washer and a dryer in my house. And I was like, okay. So in my head, I'm like, okay, let me just get her a shirt. And as I'm going to my room, I just start hearing her cry. She is crying in the bathroom. And I was like, why are you crying? And she's like, I peed on myself and I don't have extra clothes. And she's just like, and she's so smart, right? She's like 4 years old. She don't have extra clothes. And I was like, I'm in the room. I was like, don't worry. I have a shirt for you.
She's really yelling over.
Yeah, I'm in my room and she's in the bathroom. I was like, don't worry, I'm not mad at you. And so I was like, we're gonna wash your clothes. And so I go and grab her stuff. I put it in the washer. And so I give her a shirt first, and she puts it over her shirt. And so she takes off her pants, her underwears, her socks, and I throw that in the washer. I throw in the rug and a few extra towels that I had dirty, and I washed it. And I was like, and I let her help me put in like the detergent. And so she was like, okay, oh, that's it? And I was like, yeah, you don't have to cry for everything. There's a solution for every problem. And the problem was you peed on yourself. It's okay. I get it. It was an accident. It took too long in the restroom. It's my fault. And I was like, that's it. And so then she's like, okay. And she was like over it. And she was just loving being in my shirt all day. And that was it. So, and then she told her mom the whole story. It was funny. And then just yesterday, Maria, there's another, I call it Adventures with Jackie and Alyssa because she cracks me up. So we were inside working, and she's like, I want to be outside. Can I watch my videos outside? And I was like, okay, we can be outside. So I go outside. She wants to just sit on the porch and watch her videos. I'm like, okay. So I sit on the steps, and I'm just chilling there. And, I had just taken a shower. The next thing I know, I hear the door close. And then I turn around, I look at her trying to open the door. And I said, did you close the door? And she's like, yeah. I was like, did you lock the door? She said, yeah. I said, Mama, I don't have the keys. How are we going to get back inside? Nobody's home. Nobody's inside. Oh. And she already had put the sad face on. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, please. Thankfully, my neighbor, who's also my landlord's mom, lives 3 houses down. Shout out to Maria. She came and brought a key. And she was just about to leave her house, she said. And thankfully, she came and opened it for us. So thank God for that. But yeah, it's been a crazy journey with the 4-year-old. I have not been around a toddler, in a while. But it's actually... I still got it. I'm happy to say that I still got it with kids. That's all I got to say. And we're good. I'm telling you, we're vibing. So anyways, we're going to go ahead. Oh, really quick before we go into our next segment, I did want you to talk about really quick. You just ordered something in the mail, I saw. What did you order?
Well, I've ordered a few things, but I think what you saw was my mom's live. I ordered the rope. What do you call that rope?
The workout rope.
The
big giant rope.
It's not as heavy as the one at your house, but
you probably got a smaller one.
No, it's the same length.
No, like the size of it.
Yes. When it got there, but it still does the work because just to do that whole up and down movement. Yeah, and so I took it out yesterday, and I was like, "Come on, girls, try it." And they were like, "No, we had just finished cleaning the upstairs and helping my dad and my mom." And so I was like, "Come on, try it." And I said, "All right, guess what? Let's play. Whoever." Oh, Jackie's telling me I'm loud.
You're yelling. You were going in red real quick.
You said get closer to the mic.
Yeah, but don't yell.
I said, "All right, let's play." So whoever lasts the longest on the rope wins $100. So they were all like, okay. And so we went ahead and we did it. And the oldest one, surprisingly, because I thought Anissa was going to win.
I thought Anissa was going to win it. Anissa's her middle child, who is a 9th grader, but she's been working out a lot lately. A lot. I've been seeing that.
She's a huge workout girl right now.
And the oldest is 19.
Yeah.
Going
and
on
she
20.
Doesn't work out as much. She says working out makes her sleepy. It makes her start yawning. So she went for that 100, though. She was like, okay.
Right.
She's not working.
I'm telling you, my mom was live. Nisa went, so Jelly's the youngest. She went on for like 30 seconds.
No. She went, come on, girl.
The first time.
A little bit more credit. She went a minute and 15 seconds.
Oh, my bad. Okay. And then the second one went, and she went all the way to 3 minutes.
Yes. 3 minutes and 15 seconds.
What you didn't do, though, you didn't make them squat. They're supposed to be squatting and going up and down.
I know.
The only one that did it right was Anissa.
And you know what?
She was the only one that did it right.
He was supposed to be upstairs on the balcony, breaking up the tile, but he was watching. And so when he came back downstairs, he was like, "So who won?" And he knew who won. He was watching everything.
Yeah.
And we were like, "Oh, Alexis," and he was like, "No, your mom cheated, Alexis. She gave you that money because Anissa should have won.
Yeah.
Anissa did it the most. She did it. She was really doing the form and
She was not
everything.
even doing up and down. She was doing up and down.
Everything.
She was doing like a snake. She was doing all different types.
Properly.
Her posture was
up
straight. Yeah, I was like, Anissa's doing it right.
Yeah.
But
you know what? Like Anissa saves all her money. Like
she does.
I know she got money in her,
which is good.
Her pocket and her bank. And Alexis, she a college student, and she got stuff that she got to do. So
no, yeah, it's cool. It was fun. So I mean, you should do that again. I like that idea. I'm probably gonna go join you guys next time for sure.
Definitely. It's not gonna be 100 though, Jackie. But it's just a little motivation.
No, it's okay. I'll take a back massage.
There we go.
All right, so let's go ahead and jump into our next segment. So our next segment.
Can I just go in the chat box?
Yeah,
real quick?
what's up? Please do.
I went in here a little late, but Keith's in here, and he says that the store is the new club. People really be dressed up.
Oh my God, yes,
that is true.
I gotta step up my game because at first I was looking like a hot mess. Now I'm like, oh no, there's some cuties up in here looking real cute. Let me go ahead and dress up. And the other day I put lipstick on, and you can't even see my lips, so it don't even matter. Go ahead.
I told you, right? I don't even know why girls take their time to do their makeup.
No, I'm gonna start doing the hell out of my eyes.
Covers, yes. No, I'm gonna start doing eyes, yes.
Eyes, the mascara. I'm gonna start getting fake lashes just because.
There's no reason for you to do anything else.
Just your eyes. That's just all you need.
Yeah, and then the guy, yes. And there should be nobody trying to talk to you because we are in quarantine.
They can still talk to me.
I'm saying
you can still talk to me. My name is Jackie. I'm gonna put my name on my mask. Hi, my name is Jackie.
Please don't, because people are gonna be like, Jackie, you don't remember?
Oh my God!
I mean, come on. Girl.
I had somebody flirting on me today with the store. They were like, "Oh, you have a little helper." Like, yeah, they were coming for me. They were coming for me. It's okay.
Can I also say that I overlooked Peter? So I came in here late, so I don't know which messages are for us. But Peter says quarantine can be over yesterday.
Right. I feel you, Peter.
He says he can't wear a mask and drink coffee.
Oh yes.
But why ain't people at home? LOL. Car washes opened up today.
Mine thank did God.
In Sherman Oaks.
I need a car wash.
I don't understand why. Wash your shit at your house. That's what I've been doing.
No, but I'm sure I can't get the top of my car.
Get a ladder.
I don't have one.
Jackie, you have a damn Honda.
No,
you can climb up there.
I'm not that tall, Maria.
Climb up there. Look,
I just like going through the drive-through car wash. Okay, it's fun.
No damn sense.
It's my only entertainment right now.
No damn sense.
Anywhere I can just talk to people, I'll be okay. Okay. All right.
God.
So let's go ahead into our next segment. It's the drink of the week, but this time it's going to be a little different. So most of America is staying home during quarantine. Many people across the country are trying to get their cocktail fix from their own kitchens with a little help from Google, of course. But people are looking for everything from frozen daiquiris to martinis, and there are clear trends in each state. So this is where it's interesting. You know how the most Googled cocktail recipe in California is, Maria? So in California, the most Googled recipe for this cocktail. Can you guess? You're guess for California, you think it's a margarita? That was a good guess, actually.
Yeah.
It's actually a paloma.
Same, close enough.
No. A
What the
paloma.
hell? It's a squirt, some tequila, and a splash of
Okay,
lemon.
for Mexican, you're in LA, it's squirt. But most people that are like mixologist, they use grapefruit.
No.
But this is grapefruit, chica.
Yes,
this is
but
grapefruit
it's
soda.
but it has like a lemony twist to it.
Okay,
it's
well,
not just
it's-
complete grapefruit.
But it's grapefruit soda. But what paloma is like authentic. So maybe we should make an authentic paloma and use real grapefruit. I know, like at parties and stuff, we use squirt the soda, but like maybe we should make it the other way. So pretty much, it's 4 ingredients. It's tequila, lime, juice, salt, and grapefruit. So grapefruit soda. You can use that. So that's squirt. So
Okay.
that's it. Do you want to know? Name me another state, and I can tell you what drink it is. So just FYI, in Alabama, the most Googled drink in Alabama is a hurricane. Do you know what a hurricane is?
I can see that.
Okay.
I can see that because they're closed on Sundays, and their stores close early, so they be trying to get it in.
No. I'm talking about like the type of drink that people
I
are
know.
Googling.
You know what a hurricane is? A hurricane is like adios.
Okay, well, they're really popular, like in places like New Orleans. In New Orleans, that's like their drink. So when
hurricane?
Yeah. So when I went to New Orleans, I was like, "So what's your like signature drink out here?" They're like, "It's a hurricane."
Interesting.
So that's the one that's in Alabama. So give me a state, and I'll tell you what drink they're Googling out there.
Let's say, I don't know, Mississippi.
Okay, you.
That's
Shit.
that's
You don't know
like
that,
yeah. Let's see. Who was just talking about Mississippi?
I don't know.
Is that where Cynthia's daughter's
Mississippi is they're Googling a painkiller. So the people of Mississippi want to know how to make a painkiller, which
Damn.
is one drink that's sure to teleport you to the most beautiful beaches in the world. So all you need to make the drink is rum, pineapple juice, orange juice, cream of coconut, and nutmeg.
That sounds good up until the nutmeg.
It's called a painkiller. No, the nutmeg sounds good. It's like a Christmassy kind of a taste to it. All right, give me another one.
I would say, do they have Mexico up in there?
No, in the United States.
I know, but I would just figure let's go.
You want me to do New Mexico?
No. Okay.
Okay, New Mexico is they're Googling an old fashioned. Oh, and honestly, I thought that was like my number one too, an old fashioned.
What is that?
My brother Junior knows how to make an old fashioned. Old fashioned, to make it, you place a sugar cube in your glass, top it with bitters and some water, muddle the cube until it dissolves, and then fill the glass with ice cubes and whiskey.
Okay, I got one.
And then you put the orange in it.
Yeah.
On the
I
side.
remember Veronica made those a few times.
Yes.
What about Nebraska?
Nebraska. Okay, Nebraska is also an old fashioned. They're Googling old fashions there.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot out here, too, for sure. In Kansas, they're Googling a screwdriver, but that's pretty easy. I feel like it's vodka and orange juice.
That's
Right?
it?
Okay, well, let me see what they said. I'm just saying what I put in my screwdriver. Let's see. Yeah. The ingredients is orange juice and vodka. Why do you need to Google a screwdriver?
That's stupid.
It's, yeah. Kansas,
but see,
come
that's
on,
how
yo.
I feel about the Paloma too, though.
Well, that's because we're Mexican and we drink it all the time at every party. But people who don't really know or don't really drink it that often, they only get it when they go to the bars and stuff. Okay, in Illinois, they're Googling how to make a Manhattan. Do you know how to make a Manhattan?
No.
Okay, so Manhattan is all
I
you
only
need
know tequila.
is a rye whiskey, sweet red vermouth, and there's something called Angostura bitters, and yeah, that's how you make it. Actually, Manhattan is pretty popular too. It's like a martini almost.
What about good old South Carolina?
Why do you say it like that? Is anybody okay, if you're in the comments and you want to know what they're Googling, let me know any state out there and I'll tell you. South Carolina is Googling, here you go, a tequila sunrise.
Oh, okay.
Tequila sunrise. So yeah, go on there. They have so many, but these are like the most top Googled drinks in there. So
Well, let's go over there with Rodrigo on his side of town. What they make
Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, Florida. Florida. Okay, hold on. Florida.
And then give me Washington.
Oh, okay. This is a good one for Florida. In Florida, the top drink that they're Googling how to make is called Cuba Libre. Cuba
What is
Libre.
that? I've heard of that.
Yeah. So this actually you'll need white rum, Coca-Cola, fresh lime juice, and pair the delicious drink with one of those homemade steak recipes, and you got a dynamic duo, they say.
Okay.
So yeah, it's called a Cuba Libre.
You know who's
Cuba
ordered that
Libre.
before? Erica.
A Cuba Libre?
I've heard her order that.
Okay, that actually sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it does.
So it's just, white rum and Coca-Cola and fresh lime juice.
Okay, I'm going to try that.
Right. So yeah, that's awesome. I was really...
Put that on the list so when we do...
Anybody in the comments want to know what else we're making. But yeah, anyways, these are some really cool ones. Here in California, it is a Paloma. And just ask your closest Mexican.
Okay, well, Keith wants to know Kansas and Arizona.
Okay, well, I think I said Kansas, right? But I'll double check. Arizona is actually similar to California. It's a Paloma. Yeah, Arizona is the top Google for Arizona. How to make this drink is a Paloma.
Okay.
It's very popular, And I think it's also because it's more Latino based in there.
I think Kansas was that drink that Junior makes.
Let me double check before I confirm that. I gotta go back up. No, Kansas was a screwdriver, remember?
Oh, screwdriver.
Yeah. Okay.
I can see Keith drinking that.
Keith,
screwdriver.
Keith actually likes really sweet drinks. So anything sweet, he'll drink it. But I tell him that the sweeter the drink, the more his hangover is going to be. I tell him not to mix it. Just keep it like really.
But he's not really a big drinker.
He's
so
not.
He'll probably just have
You're
one
right.
or
He's not
that.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
All.
And in Wyoming, I don't know who wants to know about Wyoming, but in Wyoming, it's a White Russian. And I used to love White Russians. White Russians used to be my drink. Pretty much, it's just Kahlua, vodka, and heavy cream.
Give me Hawaii.
And that's actually, Keith, I think you would like a White Russian. Those are really sweet. And, those are my 20s. I loved.
Sweet Daddy Keith.
What?
Oh, I like that. Who made that?
You did. All right. You said Hawaii?
Yeah.
All right. Hawaii.
Y'all know me well.
You are hilarious. Okay.
Y'all know me well.
Yeah, I know, Keith. I do. Okay, the last one is Hawaii, and that one actually is the most top Googled drink in Hawaii is a lemon drop martini.
Those are bomb.
That one's really good too.
That used to be my drink.
No, lemon drop shots are the bomb. I've never had a lemon drop martini, but I'm assuming it's similar.
And the apple martinis.
Oh yes, those used to be my drinks.
Yes. That's the one I was.
Apple martinis were dope. Yeah, for sure. The lemon drop actually it can be made with vodka, triple sec, and fresh lemon juice. That sounds like the shot then. Yeah. So I guess they just made it into a martini, but pretty much that's it. That's I know. I was so interested. I was like, well, wonder what California's top Googled, and they said a Paloma.
Can you pin that? I think I'm gonna try to.
Yeah,
make that.
I'll definitely send it to you.
Really
I'll
good.
actually post it on our story on at Ladies Night Radio Show. So if you guys want to see more information, I'll definitely put it on Ladies Night Radio Show. All right, so moving on to our next segment, which is our Cheesemate. That's right. I love me some Cheesemate. If you don't know what Cheesemate is, it's the latest gossip of the moment. All right. So our first Cheesemate, we're going to start off. So there's this restaurant in Washington, D.C. that has a concept, Maria, that they want to do to help create a good atmosphere when we start dining out after quarantine. Okay, so if you've been thinking about like, okay, well, once I get out of quarantine, I'm gonna go to my restaurant. Well, just be careful because your restaurant might be doing this. Okay, they want to place mannequins at all the empty tables that they already are keeping empty to practice social distancing. I swear you not. I'm not even kidding. They want their customers to feel like there are a lot of people there. So imagine you're having dinner, like Maria, we're going to go to Fridays, and all of a sudden the table next to us, there's these two mannequins sitting there.
I would.
How are you going to feel about that? Would you go to dine and where somewhere that they have mannequins next to you?
I'm envisioning the bar area.
Imagine you're at a bar and there's a fucking mannequin next to you.
And I'm so used to holding conversation.
How you doing, boo? Oh my God, no.
Stop. Just leave the empty seat, please.
Leave it empty.
Leave it empty.
Yeah,
please. That's ridiculous.
It's because they want to feel like it's a full house. They want to feel like there's a lot of people in there, and they want you to feel like that there's a vibe in here. This is just a restaurant in Washington.
What have we come to?
I know the new norm.
No.
How about our listeners? If you're out there listening, would you go to a restaurant and go dine where we're putting mannequins next to your booth and next to your table, next to your chair at the bar? Are you sitting next to a mannequin?
This is crazy.
Oh my God. Please let me know. That's crazy. I don't think I could do it. Mannequins are a little weird. I remember watching that movie. I don't know if it's called Mannequins, where the mannequin comes to life and it's like, but this mannequin's like a hot girl and she's like in love with the guy that's like, I don't know. I can't even remember what the movie's called. I think it's called Mannequins. But anyways, the next chisme, Maria, what were you going to say?
Keith says he thinks cooks should still wear masks. Like,
Definitely.
They be talking and spitting and shit. I agree.
Oh,
yes,
God.
yes. So that one thing we should keep in mind after COVID. I agree.
I also think that they need to check all the cooks' temperature before they get to work. Like, so my friend that works for Kaiser, every day before she enters the building, they have somebody out there checking their temperature.
Yeah.
And everybody's already
It should.
They've already been tested already once, but now they have to get their temperature checked every time they enter the Kaiser building. So yeah, that's just something that I think that if you're a cook, that you're going to be cooking people's food where they're going to be eating, you should be checking their temperature.
Because there have been a few people have been found to have coronavirus that have
no symptoms
at restaurants.
Okay.
Yeah. So I really do agree.
Well, they're also saying that the biggest spread was at the nail shop. I really don't believe that because the nail peoples already wear masks.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
What did they say?
That the nail salon is like one of the biggest factors of where it got spread the most. And I think that's just being racist because most of them are Asians. And I was like, that's racist because honestly, if you've ever been to a nail shop, they use new packaging every time for your nails, for your own stuff, and they all wear masks.
But I think it's more because of how many people are inside of the facility itself.
I don't know. I don't know if it's true or not. I'm just saying that's the rumor, quote unquote.
I don't know either, but I'm just saying my thoughts go there when they say that. Not so much that the utensils that they use are not sanitized because that is a state board thing.
No, it can't be that because concerts and a lot of places like EDC, Coachella, they have but they're saying that the nail salon is more than Coachella. And the Coachella is all people around you. So, no, I don't believe that.
Drunk, drugged up. Y'all know how y'all do.
All right. So, the next segment. Oh, what were you going to say?
Lori's on here.
Hi, Lore.
Miss Lotus Hustle. She says, no mannequins. Hell no. I'm with you, girl. I cannot see myself sitting at the bar.
I'm not doing it.
Side to
no,
side
Lore.
seeing a mannequin.
No, Lore. We're not. And if it is a mannequin, it better be some hot dude.
And I was just going to say, I have a friend that likes to, take a guy home afterwards. So I just imagine
they're gonna take the mannequin. They're gonna take the mannequin. Oh my God! Imagine. I'm gonna take the mannequin with me.
So he says, but they always come in contact with people from China. Oh, that's a good one too.
That's racist.
I mean, that's where Trump says racist. They came from.
Okay, Chinese so sometimes people. We like Trump, sometimes we don't. What we doing?
I don't give a fuck
stop
about
it.
him.
Then stop it.
It was a joke.
Okay.
It was a joke. Ha ha ha. A dry joke.
Oh okay. Ha ha. Ha, that's my dry laugh. All right, the next chisme we got for you guys. Here's some positive news for you. I love to see some positive news. We're always getting some crazy news, some sad news. This is some positive news for you. So we got E40 in the motherfucking building on the chisme at Ladies Night. That's right. E40 donated 1,000 gallons of hand sanitizer to state prisons in Northern California. That's right. Bay Area. What's truly inspiring is that the Bay Area rapper used his own resources to make the $1,000 gallons of hand sanitizer. E40 told ABC7 News, "It was just heavy on my mind to do it. I know it's almost impossible to keep social distancing when you're incarcerated. I just decided to play my position." So shout out to E40. That's some dope shit. Yeah.
I tried to do that earlier, but I didn't even notice that also has volume. So
yeah. Look at you. So shout out to Crazy Maria. She's getting better and better on the board over here. She's gonna be your next sound engineer over here. Keith, you need one? We got Crazy Maria. She'll come every Monday at 8:30 in the morning.
I don't mind taking some classes from Dash now.
No, yeah,
I know he's the best.
No, yeah, for sure. But anyways, going on to our next chisme of the night. So shout out to E40. Thank you for that. We need more people like E40 doing some shit like that because they're way too close over there in the jail cells. All right, now the next news and last news of Chisme is Adele. Adele is back in the Chisme. That's right. This is really quick, and I have to ask you guys, but really quick. Adele and her ex are currently living across the street from each other in an effort to make divorce easier for their 7-year-old son, Angelo. Now, I know there's a lot of couples out there that break up and, they co-parent. But could you co-parent and live across the street from your ex, from your child's parent, the other parent, child's mother, child's father? Could you live across the street from them, to help, raise your child? See, I don't know how. I can't answer this because I don't got no children. And I definitely don't live across any of my exes, or at least not down the street. How would this be for you, Maria? How would you do this? Like, if it had to be that, could you live across, like, let's say, that you happen to like break up with your husband, and all of a sudden you have to raise your 3 daughters. Would you want him to be across the street from you?
I don't mind. I mean, as long as we let everything go and he is a peaceful person in the transition and he knows how to keep the peace, I would not mind.
Well, you know him, so you'll know if he'll be able to do all that.
Well,
that's the thing. Would you be able to do
That's why I say if he ready to let it go and keep the peace, I would not. I'm not that person. Once I'm done, and that's it, right? But if I'm not done, then yeah, we obviously wouldn't be able to keep the peace, but I wouldn't. Okay. I wouldn't have no problem with that.
Okay, let me say this. Let's say he broke up with you just because, whatever. And all of a sudden, 2 years passed by and he moved into the house next to you. 2 years passed. You guys are doing a great job co-parenting. And all of a sudden you see him and he broke up with you. Mm-hmm. He's starting to date somebody and you see them.
But see, 2 years passed by.
Yeah, okay.
So those 2 years, that's it. Like,
Maria, I see a lot of celebrities.
Healed,
but I see a lot of celebrities on here being real petty on here and like acting like crazy when their ex is with a new person.
I get that, but that's them. They haven't found themselves in their own happiness,
right?
And it's not that other person's fault. It's
I get it.
Themselves, and just to put the icing on the cake, for me, it would be much easier because it's like, oh, I'm going over my dad's house. Like, okay, no problem. I don't know.
What if you had a date night at your house and the kids were across the street with dad, but your like date comes over your house for like, to cook them dinner or whatever? Wouldn't that be weird?
I wouldn't bring anybody to my house.
You say that now, but if you're dating, let's say you're dating and you've been seeing this person for 6 months.
Okay, then that person will probably be like that person that I would feel like, okay, I care for you enough for you to come around.
Yeah, I feel you.
It's like, even if I did live like miles away from their dad, like I wouldn't bring every date night that I have to the house.
I feel you. No, I mean, it's just interesting to to hear this and to see it. Somebody, I remember reading on Twitter, they're like, oh, so that's why she lost all that weight. Adele out here jogging in front of him like, bitch, this is what you fucking missed out on.
Keith says, nah, I gotta live around the corner. It's the same thing, down the street, across the street, up the corner.
Across the street and around the corner are two different things.
But you also have to understand, I'm sure that their mansions are huge, and across the street is like, doesn't even faze them, because their house is probably not like our house from our gate. Their house is probably like driving down.
But that's why I'm asking you, us who are not celebrities, if you could live across.
I thought you meant like if I had money like her. Like,
no, just us.
I have palm trees, like,
No, but I know the Kardashians all live in like in a community and live literally next to each other. Yeah, their houses are big, but they're still in the same community. So
I don't know. Well, Lotus Hustle says, listen, when you are going through the beginning stages, you try and think of everything you can possibly do to protect your kids. I don't know if I could. We're cool, but I always feel some type of way.
Right.
I go to his new place. Okay.
Right. That's a step.
And we did talk about that.
We did
the
when
last
she was
conversation. Here. She says, I'm single. I'm inviting all hoes. Hey!
Okay.
Only if you're single.
Hey, go ahead and slide in Lotus Hustle's DM out there, okay? She's single and looking.
Yes, honey. And she
so
likes
is Mysterious
Jax. And they both like to play.
Oh, shit. Okay, that's funny.
Good Lord,
I know.
sweating.
I see you, girl.
Jesus, I'm using this. What is this called? The
mouse pad.
Start slapping myself with it.
Oh my God, that's what she said. Hey. All right, well, let's go ahead and jump into our next segment, which is our topic. And it's going to be a quick one because, one, we don't have too much time. But two, I just kind of want to talk about it because somebody asked me the other day. I forgot where I was at. or was I don't know if it was on FaceTime or a house party, but I mentioned that, I'm the fifth child of 8 kids. Maybe it was a dating app. I don't even know. But I was like, I'm the fifth child of 8 kids, and both of my parents, I had all of us together. So we're pretty much a family of 10. So they were like, 10 people in a house, like, how is that? And I never really thought about it, like, it being too crazy, because it's my life. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people who don't, have never lived that maybe have only one sibling or no siblings or maybe 3 siblings, how it is to live with 10 people under one roof. And so I have Crazy Maria here, as you guys know, is my sister. So she is child number 3 of the 8, and I'm child number 5 of the 8. And I guess I just wanted to talk about that. That's our pretty much our topic. And I also wanted to ask, I guess to wrap it up, is like, is it better to have one or 2 kids, or have many kids? So, and I won't know because I don't have any kids, but I know what it is as far as to be the child. So Maria, like, for you, like, really quick, would you say that your experience in being a family of 10, like, what is, like, if you can wrap it up in one word to people who don't know and they will never understand, how can you wrap it up? Maybe 3 words. How it was to grow up in a family of 10. How would you explain that?
When we were younger.
3 words, honey.
When we were younger. Crazy busy. Crazy busy. Crazy a lot
busy.
Going on.
Crazy busy is 2 words, but okay.
You said 3 words, damn it.
I said 3.
Okay, calm down. Crazy busy and a lot going on. And now that we're older, beautiful, huge family, and a lot of going on with love. Is that enough?
Okay. All right. That's your final answer?
Yeah.
All right. My answer is chaotic, crazy.
Isn't that the same thing?
Okay, fine. Crazy is my one. My second thing would be to, like, sum it up. If I could sum it up in 3 words, would be crazy, loud, and passionate. No, I don't know if I want to take passionate. I'll take passionate out.
Wait. Describe passionate. Like, in what sense?
I mean, okay, well, we're crazy. Crazy being, like, we all have different personalities. And so when you have different personalities, even in general, at work, at anywhere, you have different personalities under one roof, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. So we have to live with that, right? And then that'll be my first one, is crazy. The second one I said was loud. And I say it's loud because me being a middle child in our house, everybody wants to be heard. Everybody wants to have the last word. Everybody wants to talk. Everybody wants to be, like, to be that, I guess, center of attention in a way. And so it's always somebody talking over. And I also say loud because there's so many different conversations in the holidays. Like, I could be having a conversation with Maria about, I don't know, the concert that I went to. Then my brother can be having a conversation with my dad about baseball. So there's like 4 different conversations going on. So when you have so many conversations going on at a table in the house, you're going to talk louder so that your person that you're talking to could hear you. That's why I say it's loud.
Yeah.
There's just all this conversation. And I also say, you know what, my third one will be support. Because no matter what, because there's so many people, so all the people in that house are going to understand what you're going through because they're going through it. So there's always going to be support. Even if it's just one person, then that's it. Like, and I say one person only because I can honestly say that I am the only, well, I don't want to say the only. I'm going to be one of the people that have probably fought with everybody in the house when we were younger. I honestly can say that. And it's my childhood. I'm speaking from my perspective.
I know.
But no, because I feel like there were certain siblings that didn't really fight, or they were just like mellow. I feel like I fought with everybody. Like,
when you were younger, like a kid, or
growing up, like
okay, so at any age you're talking about in general.
No, like living in that house when we lived together. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really remember fighting with Sandra, but I probably talked back to her. She was my oldest.
Snazzy. Your relationship with Sandra reminds me so much of
Alexis and Angeli. I know. So Alexis and Angelica are Maria's oldest and youngest daughter. And Sandra is the oldest from the girls. Well, the oldest from 8 of us. And I'm the 5th child of the kids, but I'm the youngest of the girls. And I think I've talked about this before, how my mom got really bad postpartum depression when I was born. So my sister, when I was born, my oldest sister, Sandra, she was about 9 or 10. And she ended up being the one to kind of raise me in a sense. So Sandra was like my second mom. Sandra was like the one. I shared a bed with Sandra when I was since I was like little until like I was like 9 years old, until she like pretty much got married. And she got married at 19. So I would sleep in the same bed with her. And that's another thing. When you're, in an immigrant family, our parents were both immigrants. They came here with nothing and they made so much out of it. And like, that can be a different topic, trust me, because having immigrant parents who, made something, here from their journey it needs its own show. But right. I will say this. I will say that my sister Sandra was somebody that, we shared a bed. It was me, Sandra, and Anna in a full-size bed. Maria had her own bed because she was a kicker when we slept.
Lies.
You were a kicker.
We all couldn't fit in that damn bed.
That's true too. We can because sometimes you would sleep with your daughters.
We all couldn't fit in that damn bed.
But me and Anna and Sandra did.
Yeah. Because you guys were small and Sandra was the big one. Not big. She's always
the oldest.
Been thin.
The oldest.
In length and all that. And you guys were like, what, 7?
Well, yeah,
5,
we were little.
4,
I'm telling you, I slept in the same bed with Sandra until I was 9 years old. And I took a shower with Anna until we were like, 5, 6 years old?
I took a shower with Sandra. Yeah.
And so that's another thing. You definitely
love that. That's like,
take showers with your siblings. It bonds you. And then I have 4 brothers who, I don't know, I just have, that's why I do have a show called Ladies Night, and it comes from me having sisters in my life and having women in my life. My mom, I have tias, my grandmas, I've had very strong women in my life. But as I got older in my 20s and 30s, even in college, I realized that there was a lot of women that didn't have that type of relationships with other women. Maybe it's because they didn't have a good relationship with their mom or they didn't have sisters. But I literally wanted to create a show called Ladies Night because I wanted to create that environment for other women to feel supported, feel heard, feel understood from other women. Like, I've never been like one of those mean girls, because I actually went through an experience and I didn't like it in college. And thankfully with my sisters, it never got to me, because I'm like, I know who I am. This girl's just on one, whatever. She's jealous, whatever it is. But I also feel like I have to explain the show Ladies Night, because I feel like when guys tune in, they think we're going to talk shit. And it's not that, because I have 4 amazing brothers. I have a strong dad who I love, but I bump heads with so much, but for different reasons. But at the end of the day, it's like, I love my brothers. I love my dad. I have really awesome cousins and uncles in my life. So I have nothing bad to say about men. I really don't. But my thing has always been to empower women. And so it just comes from me having really close relationship with my sisters, my mom, my tias. And I want to share that with other women. And so if you don't have women in your life that, consider this show that for you, because that's what I created it for. You know what I mean? And we don't judge here. At least, I don't. And I have different personalities on here all the time and their own perspective, and that's fine. I love it. But at the end of the day, I'm never one to judge. I'm never one to put blame on stuff. What were you going to say? Sorry.
Oh, no, I'm listening to
you. Oh, okay.
I can go in the chat box.
Yeah, go in the chat box, because I can keep going on this.
So Lotus Hustle says she has 5 sisters, never a dull moment, but she feels like her sisters and her are undercover competitive.
Of course.
She says maybe from not having a lot of attention growing up. Also, Keith is in here, and he says that he was the only child until he was 12 years old. He says he feels like his sister and him are... Wait, that's not him. Sorry. Until he was 12 years old. So,
and that actually is a big deal too. Really quick on Keith's comment. So that actually also makes you who you are too, like as an only child. And I say that because there's 8 of us. But one time when we had like a family meeting, I don't want to say too much personal information, but I will share this. My youngest brother, the last one of the 8, he told us that he felt like an only child because when he was growing up, all of us were already out of the house. And so we never even knew this until he said it, right, Maria?
Yeah.
And we're like, what? Like, we didn't have no idea.
I mean, as a sister, it made me feel like
It made
I
all
need
of
to
us
check in
feel,
more with
it made,
him
yeah,
and-
no, it
and,
literally made all of
yeah,
us
show him
feel
more love
like
and-
we need to reach out to him more. We need to check in on him more, because he's right. Like, he didn't get that full experience. I'm a middle child, so I got the experience of being a younger sibling, and I got the experience of being an older sibling. But as also you're a middle child, you also get the experience of being forgotten, because you're forgotten really quick. But I never understood or knew that my brother felt like that, because he's right. By the time that he was growing up, half of the siblings were married. No, quarter of the siblings were married. The rest of us were in college, and some of us had already moved out. So he literally grew up without any of us in the house. So I understood that, and I was like, oh man. So, and it just makes you feel some type of way. But I'm grateful for my experiences. It made me who I am. It made me tough. It made me feel like I could kick somebody's ass, because we would always be fighting. Me and Maria, until this day, people have money like, no, Jack can kick Maria's ass. Maria can kick Jackie's ass. But we're never going to do that. It's just the idea, like, Maria definitely was that sister that got us ready in case something went down. We knew how to fight. We felt confident that we knew how to fight because we fought her, wrestled with her a lot, and we had fun. We were creative. We were being funny. We would share. We would always have somebody to play games with. So, like, the question is it better to have one kid or many? Like, but then at the same time, the middle child syndrome thing is real, because then it's like there's always a child that's going to feel like forgotten or not seen. And for a while, like, I got a little bit depressed. Like, I felt like anger. I was always angry. When I was in middle school, I was always angry. I had an attitude. You couldn't look at me no type of way, because I was ready to get, like, what? Who are you looking at? You know, and me and Maria are really probably in that same situation where we're hotheads, because there was a point in time where Maria was the middle child. But yeah, that's kind of my thing too. It's like, so when you do have a lot of kids, just know that every kid requires a lot of attention. Every kid needs their own type of way you talk to them, you know, and yeah, so it goes back down to, like, is it better to have like 1 or 2 kids, or is it better to have like 5 to 6 kids, you know? And now it's not what's better, it's what you're able to do for the kids.
Yes.
Because Maria, you have 3 daughters.
Yes.
And I think that's a good number. I always used to say, I'll have 3 kids. Like, 3 is a good number.
You think?
I think 3 is a good number. But now at my age, I feel like I don't know if I'll be able to have 3 kids. Maybe twins, but maybe just even 1 at that. But why do you say you think? Why you don't think that 3 is a good number to have kids?
I guess for me, I always wanted to have a big family. You know, I always used to tell my mom, oh my God, when I get older, I want to have at least like 12 kids. And my mom used to be like, just worry about having 1 child. It's I know that it's hard when they're young and you're so afraid of, you know, messing them up or raising them the wrong way, or, you know, doing something that's going to allow them or make them have issues as they get older. But the beauty comes when they get older. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I know that my dad and my mom love having everybody around.
Yeah.
You know, all the grandkids, and then the number just keeps getting bigger, and like you see what you planted, what you created, and I feel that that's beauty. That's just beauty of life. Like, you know, we don't have to invite people to have a birthday party or have Thanksgiving.
True.
Like, we are the party, right?
That's
like,
true.
It's just, for me, it's beautiful, and we come from a family that has big family, not just ours.
Yeah.
You know, our uncles, like our aunties, I mean, with the exception of 1 or 2, but they mostly have numbers as high
4
as my
or
parents.
more kids.
Yeah, you know, 8, 10.
I get it, and I think that it's definitely has pros and cons, but mostly pros. There's always people there. There's always fun. There's always somebody you can talk to. There's always somebody you can play with. But at the same time, like, when you have so many kids, some of the kids are going to feel left out. Some of the kids are going to feel not seen or heard. And so you also take that into consideration. Like, how much time do you have? Like, can you really give all your time and attention to all these kids? Like, if you want 5 kids, then one of you has to, like, take at least a year off, or like time, and like really dedicate your time to them and give them, okay, we're going to go to their softball game. We're going to go to their singing concert. We're going to go to their play. You have to make time for all of them, because growing up, I felt like my dad gave a lot of attention to just my brothers.
Yeah.
And I felt like that wasn't fair. I would love my dad to gone to more of my softball games or to my award shows. Like when I got awards at school, I wanted my dad there, but it was only mostly my mom.
Sis, not to cut you off, but I think you were there. Or no, you were not there. He talked about it twice. You were there the first time. But
Anissa told me.
Recently was talking about it.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how his daughters were better baseball players than his boys. And not
I don't want to say that.
No. Maybe he was saying it because the girls were there. I don't know. But he said, like, you know, they used to call Maria Jose Canseco. And then when he got on you, I mean, he lasted on you for a good like 20 to 30 minutes. Like he just was like, Jackie was beast. Like, you know, she would like barely be at first and she would end up at third, and the coach, she'd be making him have a heart attack. Like, what the hell? And then the opposite, like the way he was, and I wanted you to be there because I know that you
Anissa told
me
like, everything.
He talked about you like hands down, like, pretty much saying like, I mean, he gave me my dad, but like you were like on the field like a beast.
But I want to say this too. I feel like, you know how they say sometimes like hard work overshadows talent? I feel like some people are naturally good at sports and some people have to put in the extra work. I was never that person that was like naturally talented. I could never naturally hit a home run. I had to put in the work. And so
I was.
Yeah, you were probably naturally, you could hit the home runs. But hey, I was such a good player because I would put in the hard work. I would be out. I loved practices. I loved going out there. But one thing, the reason that he remembers that is because, Maria, my dad, because he didn't go to all my games, the few games that he would go and I would see him in the stands, I would show out. I was showing out on purpose. I was like, oh, my dad's in the, put me on, coach. I got this. Okay. And I wouldn't even listen to my coach's signs. I would do what I wanted to do because I wanted to show out for my dad, because my dad didn't go to all my games. And I'm not trying to like feel sorry, but I'm just saying like there's 8 of us and he was a coach for baseball because, you know, he knows baseball. He didn't know too much of the softball.
Baseball. He's a fanatic.
Right. And so I just wanted to make sure I showed out for my dad. And that was like the big thing too. So my mom went to all my games. So I love my mom for that. But anytime my dad showed up, oh, you better believe I was about to show out and show off my skills. So yeah. But anyways, we can keep on talking. We have so many stories for days. I can't wait to get more of my siblings in here. There's 8 of us. I really wish that one day I have all my siblings in here. Sandra, you know, Tony, Rafa Jr.,
girl,
Rodrigo, Anna.
You gotta have a whole party.
That's going to be a dope show. I can't wait for that. But go ahead. Go in the chat box. What's going on?
Oh, okay. So Lotus Hustle, she up in here. She says she kicked down the bathroom door as a kid. She says she was angry. She was an angry child.
Ooh,
I would never even guess that, Lore, because you are the sweetest. I mean, since I've been knowing, how long we've been knowing her?
For a while now. Like,
the sweetest young.
7, 8 years now?
Yes.
10 plus years.
Okay, she says she feel like we have lost a lot of traditions because they're only 5. Yeah. That's a big number, though. Everyone does their own thing. I miss the big gatherings when I was young.
Yeah,
I agree.
But you know who keeps those gatherings alive are the women.
Yes.
And if you're all sisters, one of you guys have to keep it alive.
It's all up to us.
And just do it. And if only 3 of them show up, that's okay. That's okay.
Then the next gathering,
just keep doing it.
You just
keep doing it. Trust me, we're learning too, because at the end of the day, we're all kind of doing other things. My oldest sister now lives in Michigan. My 2 brothers live in Riverside, which is an hour away from us. My brother Rigo lives in Miami, going to school and getting his master's. And the rest of us all live here, but we're all busy. So you just got to do it. And whoever shows up, and that's it.
Yes.
Thankfully, honestly, it's crazy. I'm not going to say it, but like quarantine has been like a blessing in a way, because we've used Zoom a lot and people are using it more to check in with each other. Mm-hmm. And we don't normally do that because we're like, oh, if we can just go drive over there. But right now, because we can't drive, we can't go visit, we're using this, and it's a great way to us connect. So it's a blessing. But I definitely want to touch base in this again. I probably will, because we have so many stories, like I've said. But we have to go ahead and go into our next segment because we have to wrap up the show already. So our next segment is a real quick game of F, Kill, Marry, and I love putting Maria in the seat in this. So Maria, are you ready for tonight's game of F, Kill, Marry?
Let's do it. Come on, girl.
All right,
who am I fucking? Who am I killing? And who am I marrying?
All right, Maria. Are you sure you're ready for this?
Yeah, come on. Don't make it hard, though. Don't make it hard. Please don't make it hard.
Okay, that's what she said.
Hey,
No, wait,
no,
she didn't
did
say
not
that. She didn't
better
say that.
not say that. Shoot.
She definitely did not say that. All right, so this week, because I know you're such a huge fan of the Kardashians.
Who are you talking about?
Punch you in your face. Don't really? Really? Stop. Okay, stop. You too. Okay, stop.
That, of course, was the... Wait,
Take
hold on.
that back, Jackie.
Hold on.
Take that back.
Shut the f- up. Dig your nails in me like that. How the f- you?
I honestly, okay, Marie, I say that because you obviously you're not a huge Kardashian fan, but I say it because it's funny, one, and two, because even though a lot of people do not like the Kardashians, I do love how like family oriented they are, and how the mom still has like family dinners and family trips, and she tries to make it work. So I don't have no beef with the Kardashians. I'm not a fan of them, but I really don't got no beef with them. But I know Maria does not like the Kardashians. So, of course, today's F Kill Mary, I have Kourtney Kardashian, Khloe Kardashian, and Kim Kardashian. F Kill Mary, what are you doing, Maria? The people want... That's it. That's your F Kill Mary for tonight.
What are you doing?
Because I know you don't like them. That's why. I have no...
Long as I got King Jesus, long as I got King Jesus, long as I got, don't need nobody else.
All right, go ahead. We're waiting. She does not want to answer this. I don't know why she has so much hate for them. They don't bother me. They really don't, but they really bother a lot of people out there. But go ahead, Maria. F Kill Mary. What you doing, girl? Kourtney, Khloe, Kim. Hurry up. We got to wrap up the show, girl.
Um,
Dun, 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 dun.
I feel like the person that I spend the rest of my life with, I'd have to have fun, and it would have to be like super fun, chill, cool, like no drama for your mama. So I'm gonna say that I'm going to marry Khloe.
Hey.
Um,
So you'd say Chloe's fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's out of all of them, she's like the more laid back, like the fun, like, you know, she's
Okay.
cool. I would have to kill
And F. You're marrying Khloe so far.
Okay, I would have to kill Kourtney.
Dun, dun, dun.
I really think
Can you put
Kourtney I really think Kourtney is I really think that Kourtney is like pretty much the more level-headed one, but Kim is the one that looks like I could probably have more fun with.
No, yeah. Oh, baby, baby, baby. I want to get... What's that song? You got me? No. I want to lay you down.
Hey.
I don't know the rest of it. All right.
yeah.
F Kill Mary. That's right. Maria is going to F Kim, kill Kourtney, and marry Khloe. You heard it here on Ladies Night Radio.
And this
Show.
is just all superficial.
Oh, we'll see until I get you in the room with Kim. I'll be like, Kim, my sister was that you want to F you. Hey.
Don't put it. Once Kanye thing, he gonna
Hey.
smile and like
Hey.
jump in there like we done. Mm-mm. No Kanye.
Oh my God. All right. Let's jump into our next one. I can't stand when. ... So you can't stand when something happens, when people do this, when people say this, when people or things happen. What can you not stand? All right, Maria. What can you not stand? I can't stand it when.
I can't stand it when people walk away to fart and then they come back like they left that shit behind and that shit just followed them to you. Like, what the fuck what do you, I tried to go over there to let, no, well, stay your ass over there for a few fucking more seconds.
Oh my God.
So, yeah, I can't stand that shit.
Oh my God. I can't stand it when people chew with their mouth open. That's it, for sure. I cannot stand that. It gets on my nerves. I can't stand when you pee. I can't stand the sound of pee, and I can't stand
when people pee.
I can't stand when the sound of pee, and I cannot stand the sound of people chewing. That's it. That's it. Come for me then.
So you talking about men in general?
No,
'Cause
like if you go to the
can't
bathroom
really hear
and I can't hear,
women
I just can't stand the sound of pee. I can't. I cannot. I'm sorry.
I can't stand the sound of people chewing. for
Chewing,
sure.
yeah. All right. And now our last segment is cheers. Something that this is where you share something you're proud of, you give yourself some love, or you want to shout out somebody who's just doing some shit.
Can I just say, Lotus and Hustle over here said she'll fuck them all.
Okay, Lotus Hustle. I see you, girl. I don't know about Courtney. Courtney does not look like she would be fun in bed at all. So I probably would agree with what you said.
Yeah.
All right. So cheers. What do you want to give cheers to?
Okay, so I'm a peaceful person.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
But after the whole situation happened with that young gentleman that was running down the street,
Yeah.
and then we had what was that group called that came out with guns to kind of like
Protect the protesters?
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So I could appreciate that because I think it's about time that, you know, I don't condone like violence, but I think it's about time that, you know, we start stepping up for our people. And when I say our
Definitely.
people is black and brown, and show them that, look, we see this and and it's
Yep.
it's going to come to an end. And
Yeah.
if not, we going to fight back.
Yeah.
And again, I don't condone violence, but I think that it's about time that we start standing up for ourselves and stop being afraid of the
Ooh.
fucking,
Yeah.
you know, not social media, but like our
Society.
the way the society and our system is. So
Yeah.
I want to give them a shout out. you know.
Definitely. Definitely.
And they did it peacefully. You
Yeah.
know, they had their, like, even though they had the little rifles out, but they weren't like,
No, yeah.
intimidating. So shout out to you guys. Much
shout
love.
out to them. I just want to shout out to my city, actually. We are doing a phenomenal job of social distancing and following the rules, wearing our mask. I think that we're working together as a community and really just trying to, you know, do our best and get things back to our regular schedules and to the new norm. So shout out to my city, shout out to LA, shout out to Inglewood for us, you know, creating and following these vibes. I know obviously there's still people out there that are breaking the rules here, every there, but at the end of the day, we're working together to make sure that we do our part to, you know, help people out there and get better, stay safe, stay healthy, and all of that. So yeah, thank you guys once again for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's episode. Please share us with your friends. Thanks for tuning in. I am your host, Mysterious Jax. Before I log off, please make sure you follow the Good News Radio. This is the platform, the network that you can find Ladies Night Radio Show. This is the only network at the moment that you can find us on. Make sure you guys follow on Instagram, the Good News Radio. Make sure you follow Ladies Night Radio Show. Make sure you follow at mysterious.jax. And make sure you follow Maria at Crazy Maria with a double A and an underscore at the end. We appreciate you guys. We love having y'all here. And now you can catch us live every Friday night at 7:30 here on the Good News Radio. And jump in the chat box or always call in at 323-900-0478. Did we have anything else that you wanted to say, Maria? I know. I love that song. Did you want to say anything else from the chat box?
Well, Lourdes in here. We just chatting.
Thank
back
you,
and
Lorda.
forth.
Thank you, Keith, for tuning in and joining us in the chat box. We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Lourdes just says that Kim must be the biggest freak she bet, and she just agreeing with what I said about know, who to appreciate. So,
I feel you.
Much love.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. I'm your host, Mysterious Jax. This is Ladies Night Radio Show. And just remember one thing, ladies.
You are enough.
You are enough, baby. Always remember that.